Let's read that together, please. I cried unto the Lord with my voice.
With my voice to the Lord, and I made my supplication. I poured out my complaints before him. I showed before him my trouble. When my spirit was overwhelmed within me, then thou knewest my path. In the way wherein I walked, have thou turned the thing externally.
I looked on my right hand and beheld there was no man that would know me. Refuge failed me. No man cared for my soul. I cried unto thee, O Lord. I said, thou art my refuge and my portion in the land of the living. Attend unto my cry, for I am brought very low. Deliver me from my persecutors, for they are stronger than I. Bring my soul out of prison, that I may praise thy name. The righteous shall compass me, for thou shalt deal bountifully with me. I want to talk about a very few moments of today's message entitled, How to Handle What You Can't Fix. How to handle what you cannot fix. Shakura Yakawa spent 28 years of his life in a prison. And it was not a prison of bars and locks and wardens, but it happened to be a self-imposed prison. The story says that he was a Japanese soldier in Guam during World War II. And when Americans forced to land, he fled to the jungle and found a cave. And he hid himself there for 28 years because he was afraid of being captured by Americans. And he learned that the war was over by reading thousands of pamphlets that had been dropped in the jungle. But the history says that he was afraid. So for 20 years, he lived in the cave, only to come out at night to capture roaches and rats and frogs and mangoes, because that was the only thing that he could survive on. And finally, some natives found him, and they convinced him that it was all right to come out of the prison jungle. As we think about it, the question comes to our mind: what waste? Imagine 28 years living as a prisoner in your own cave, living as a prisoner with your own fears, living as a prisoner with your own hurt. 28 years living as a prisoner with your own pain. And the question becomes, somebody like that that's in prison, how do you handle what you can't fix? Psalms 42. Y'all got time? I've been waiting on y'all.
Psalms 42 deals with David hiding away in a cave. Matter of fact, the story says that, and you ain't got time to research this, let me tell it to you. David was hiding in the cave of Abdullah. And Abdullah was, name means refuge. Hiding in a cave. Hiding in a cave, hiding from his problems. Hiding from his hurt. Hiding from his fears. And a lot of you been coming to church for years, hiding. Hiding behind your clothes and hiding behind your wardrobe, and just because you look good don't mean that you don't have some pains. Just because you look wonderful don't mean you don't have some hurts. Many of you, that's the stress with your own set of problems in the building this morning. You came this morning wanting to ask the question, how do I handle what I can't fix? I got a couple of you saying, I've been trying to do it. But it seems like every time I try to fix it, it has a knack of getting worse. Saul was trying to kill him. And everything wasn't going so well for him. And when you read the subscription above Psalms 142, it says the word like masculine. Masculine means to instruct. And by using the word masculine, it is a set of instructions for us when we feel like hiding from the world. Matthew tells us about, I'm trying to hide. You just wanted to go in and shut the door. Lord have mercy. And don't want nobody to call you. Come on, be honest with me. How many times you sit in this place and sit at home and you got so much stuff going on in your life, you wish that you could hide from it. I can tell I'm bothering you already. And I got a couple of you babies in here. I just got about 2.5 of y'all. You've been hiding for a long time. Have mercy, have mercy. And God has come to give you some instructions. And the Psalms is set as songs on how to handle what you cannot fix. Yeah. Notice that when David was at the end of his rope, he didn't draw back into himself, but he cried out to the Lord. He cried out to the Lord. And let me tell you something. Don't let pride keep you from calling on the Lord. Just because you got $2.25, don't let it keep you from calling on the Lord. I got a couple of you babies, you just got church attendance. You don't have love for God. Let me tell you something. I got those of you that go to this church, and thank y'all for inviting me this morning. You got a title but don't have a touch. I come to understand that when you know Jesus, it's easy to cry out to him. Can I stay there for a moment? I'm just in the introduction. I'll be there in a moment. And when you start crying out to God, guess what? You may not see tears on the outside, but you start whining on the inside. And guess what? I got it. Is this men's running? I got some men in it. They think they too macho to cry. Let me tell you something. Don't let God have to break you. I got some men and y'all ain't talking to me. Lord have mercy. some stuff that you can't fix, but you trying to figure out how do I handle the stuff in my life that I cannot fix. Come on, women, watch this. You got men in here just because they got suits on does not tell me they don't have some issue. And I need to stop there for a moment, because when you look at David, David was in a cave in their own cave. You in your own cave. And guess what? It seems like the worse you get, the further you go in the cave. Hey, come on, talk to me. He's in the cave. He ain't out in the wilderness, he's in the cave. And guess what? He's not on the mountain, he is in the cave. And guess what? He ain't driving his Mercedes, he's in the cave. Come on, he ain't driving his car, he's in the cave. Is this me or not? Let me find some men here. I know y'all ain't said too much because you're folk in here. How many times you in the cave and guess what? You trying to impress the woman, and guess what? You got some issue that you can't even talk to her about. Women, let that man come out of the cave. Sometimes you gotta let him say some stuff about his failures. See, come on, talk to me. If the only time you can embrace the man is when he on the mountain, guess what? He stays in the cave longer. Go to another church. Lord have mercy. I should already was somewhere else this week. Folk treated me cold. But you know what you're going to get when you get me. Let me tell you something. I got some of these brothers in here. Guess what? They got some. What stays in the way when you got a man and he don't make enough money, and guess what? He trying to impress you like he got a lot of money and he got a lot of ones folded up and with some play money up under it. He got to be able to tell sometimes, baby, I ain't got enough money to take you to Cracker Barrel today. Ain't no sense of you looking upside his head, talking about, I need me a ring that can take me somewhere. Guess what? If you got enough money, take him. Look at you with your Holy Ghost self, saying, where you get that from? The Bible says, render due benevolence. Psalm 140. David is now praying. He in the cave. When you get in the cave, brother, you ain't got no other choice but pray. Women, can I help you? Stop asking the man why you in there. Usually the reason is you haven't been there. You got to be able to let him share with you that I'm catching hell on the job. And ain't no sense in you saying, if you had done such and such. Sometimes walk yourself. Let him explain sometime. David is overwhelmed and desperate. And this song tells about his experience. Women, y'all lift your head up, talk to me here. Tells about his experience when he's in the cave. I'm just teaching. He's in the cave and he's not on the hill. He's in the cave of being broke. He's in the cave of loneliness. He's in the cave of hurting. And let me help you with some women. This will soothe your pain. Sometimes all of his hurt didn't come from you. Many times he grew up with it. Come on, help me here. I mean, y'all talk to me. I gotta get out of here. Psalms 142, and I can see that, can y'all? David decides to start journaling. He decided to start writing about his issues being in the cave. He decides to write. Here's some stuff I can't fix, and I need to know how to handle what I can't fix. He begins, and let me help you. It's good to journal sometimes. Let me find some folk in here, and you learn the art of journaling. And journaling is good for reducing your stress. Journaling is good for when you need a healing, and sometimes you got to be able to write your stuff down. Journaling is good for personal growth. Matter of fact, if you journal last year, you can look back and say, I've grown a tad bit since last year. I ain't cussing folk out. Oh, shucks. Like I did last year. Matter of fact, I used to cuss them every day. Now it's once a day. Matter of fact, I done slowed my roll a little bit. I ain't running the streets like I used to, but guess what? In a whole lot of stuff, you ain't stopped doing because you want to stop. Time will bring you in. I feel pretty good here. I gotta get out of here. Guess what? Ain't no sense of you talking about getting up and testifying in this church, saying how you came in. You didn't come in. Time brought you in. You just can't stay up as late as you used to stay up. You remember when you used to go out and come in and hit a lick and a promise, and y'all ain't go talk to me, and go the next day and keep on rolling, and come back in and hit another and lick and a promise, and keep on. I wish I had some ushers back there to talk to me. Hey, y'all ain't go talk to me. Come on, help me here. Oh, y'all so holy in this church. I need to find some real folk that used to stay out late, like some of y'all did last night. Come on, help me here. Journaling. Sometimes it's good to write down what you're going through. Journaling will help you solve your problems a little easier. Journaling helps you know the truth about yourself. Journaling helps you be able to capture a story. And you can look back over your life and see where the Lord has brought you from. How many of you in here this morning realize that you're a little bit better than you used to be? Well, y'all, couple of you babies, that was a two-liner clap. Some of y'all really should have been doing the waving here. And right about then, how many of you know that you shown up a little bit better? I said a little bit better. I didn't say a whole lot. But you a little bit better than you used to be. You don't drink as much. You don't gamble as much. You know you're a little bit better. You all thank God for being a little bit better. Don't worry, I'm gonna preach. You all thank God for being a little bit better. I can handle some stuff this year that I couldn't handle. I got some help over there. That I couldn't handle last year. Matter of fact, I got my anger management straight. Oh, wrong side. I don't get as. Oh, I know my members don't make me call your name. I don't get as mad as I used to get. I got a couple of babies that go to this church and they get here this morning. And guess what? They get mad at a stop sign, get mad at a red light, just pull up to the red light and get mad and start saying all sorts of bad stuff about the red light. Baby, let me help you. It's just a red light. Hold on a little while. It's going to change in a few minutes. Can I get a witness? And David saw and judgment. Will y'all follow me here? David starts writing stuff down. And he decides to write about day one. And day one, he writes at the top of the page, it says, the day of my tears. Listen to what he says. He says, I cried. I'm in steps now. I'm in verse 1. He said, I cried unto the Lord with my voice. With my voice unto the Lord, did I make my supplication. And I need to find somebody in here that ever had a day one of tears. Where it seemed like you have just cried and seemed like you just couldn't quit crying. Matter of fact, you used up all of the Kleenexes. You even use rolls of toilet paper. You use up all of the face towel, the quarter towels. You use up all of the bath towels. And now you got to get you some beach towels. And anybody in here ever use a pillowcase? I need to get out of here. 40 years. And I want to tell you something. Guess what? You don't have to cry sometime in this life. And I got some babies in here. This has been a tough week for you. I know you straight struggling with praising God this morning because you in your cave. But I want to tell you that day one is your day of tears. But I got an answer for you. Weeping may endure for a night. I wish I had a couple of Holy Ghost words. Oh, but joy sure will come Somebody shout in the morning in here. Oh, y'all playing with me. Somebody shout in the morning. And that's all right. You ain't crying yet. But keep waking up. Your day will come. That you won't cry somewhere along the way, but weeping may endure for a night. But joy will come in the morning. Oh, y'all sit down. I got a long way to go. Good God. I'm on today. What else would you tell me? He said, I made it through day one. But I got to day two. And I started journaling again. He says, day two was my day of anguish. In other words, I had physical, and I had emotional, and I had some physical pain. And the good God from Zion. And let me find that young crew in here where you start realizing that you wake up now and you got pains and you don't know where they came from. Come on, help me here. And didn't nobody bother you last night. And guess what? You waking up in your elbow hitting y'all killing me in here. Your knees hurting. And did it rain this morning? That's why you was having that pain yesterday. Come on, help me here. I got some folks sitting on this front row. I'm here in the back row. Guess what? And they can tell you when it's gonna rain. They start having pain all in their shoulder. They got all in their kneecap and their big toe somewhere. They got pain. They can just tell you it's gonna rain in a few days. And let me tell you something. When you start having anguish and pain and physical pain, mental pain, and you ever had a day when your mind hurts and you tired of trying to figure it out. You tired of trying to think your way out of the cave. I wish I had a couple witnesses in here where you just got tired of thinking about it, thinking about how I'm gonna pay my bills, thinking about how I'm gonna get out of trouble, thinking about how my love life gonna get better, thinking about how I'm gonna get a ride from A to B, thinking about how I'm gonna feel a little bit better, thinking, I wish I had anybody ever just had some pain thinking about it. And David said, guess what? That was my day two, day of anguish. And well, I don't need to make one more thing. Guess what? And when your problems are too hard for you, they're just, I wish I had some oversight, right for the Lord. And anybody here got any problems?